Miss Nevaeh and I are headed off to go and get some more plants for our garden. We have potatoes in and we have carrots in, right, Nevaeh? That's all we have. So we're gonna get some tomatoes and green peppers, probably some cucumbers, don't you think, Nevaeh? And probably some cantaloupe right now. And then I don't know what else we're gonna add in. Probably do some lettuce, but it might be getting too hot for that already. And a few other things. So we'll just go see what all they have and make some choices and figure it out. Monty, we've tilled up the garden once and now he's kind of hoeing it up because it's rained since then. There's some weeds that have grown since then. So anyway, I am not a very good gardener, and Monty doesn't have time to garden, so my goal is to do better with keeping up with the garden this year, and spending a little bit of time on it each day instead of waiting until it's like this overgrown mess. That's the idea anyway. So we are headed out to go get plants, just Nevaeh and I. It happens to be her birthday. She is the birthday girl, and we just got back from the zoo a little bit ago, and she loves to plant in the garden. So we thought, well, this would be a good afternoon activity before we do our supper for you, right, Nevaeh?
We're going to have strawberry cupcakes and strawberry ice cream and homemade chicken strips.
Right, homemade chicken strips.
We might have beans with it.
Yeah, I think that sounds like a good idea. So we arrived home to this. Monty is in the garden with the tractor. So I guess instead of borrowing a rototiller from my dad to re-rototill, he is using the tractor. Whatever works, dear, whatever works. Hi girls! So I have some little chickens coming to join me by the garden. Peyton went to get a chicken tractor because I said no chickens in my garden right now. My plants are too tiny. They will eat them up. So they're kind of in trouble. So they're talking to me. It has been beautiful. We've gotten lots of rain, so things have really greened up. And I'm gonna give you a little tour of the garden. I think we've got pretty much everything planted. We may plant a few more things in here. We have a little bit more room. I'm seeing a lot of weeds growing. They're teeny, but they'll get big fast. So I know that we need to get out here and get after it. Probably get started today, getting these weeds taken care of and keep after it. So I'm just gonna show you what we've got. We have a couple of rows of potatoes. We've got a couple rows of carrots, and I need to thin those out, I do believe. I have a row of, these are all tomatoes, these first 4, and then the last 2 are pepper plants. I think one's green peppers or red peppers, and one is yellow peppers. And then I have some cantaloupe down here. I think all 4 of those are maybe cucumbers on this end. And then I think I have a zucchini somewhere. Maybe the second one is zucchini. And I'm not sure what this one on this end is. Oh, it is a spaghetti squash. I forgot I planted that. So I've got a spaghetti squash too. And so hopefully that will all, I know these are going to probably all vine together, but we're going to see how this goes. We're going to try to get some soaker hoses in here so that we can water a little differently than what we've been watering for sure. We've got to get our tomato cages up, but the garden is planted. We need to edge around it, get these weeds. Okay, so this is the weed solution that Monty came up with for me. This is a chicken tractor that's long, that fits in between the rows of the garden. This chicken is very ugly looking. She has no feathers, but we're working on it. She was one of our really sick ones that we nursed back to health, and now she's growing all her feathers back in, and it's just very ugly, but it just is what it is. Thank you for planting with us, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye. You get out of here, little chicken. Don't you eat anything out of my garden over there.